Once upon a time in a small village there lived a boy named Rayhan. He was born into poverty, but his dreams were as grand as the rich. At the age of 6, his mother passed away, and a deep silence settled into his life, one that lasted for years. His father worked in a noisy iron workshop, melting steel all day under the roar of heavy machines just to keep a small lamp burning at home. Many nights he slept hungry, but never missed paying his son's school fee. He would say, "Son, if you study hard, fate will change one day." Rayhan never gave up. Every morning before sunrise, he lit the stove, cooked simple food for himself and his father, and then walked to school. One evening, when his father returned home, their small hut was filled with thick smoke. The damp firewood refused to burn, and Rayhan was coughing badly. His father rushed in, carried him outside, and said, "Son, why did you do this?" "I could have cooked after work." Rayhan smiled softly. "Father, you work so hard all day. Cooking is now my responsibility." Tears filled his father's eyes. He wiped them away and said, "Then tonight we won't light the stove. Let's eat outside." That was one of the rare moments of joy in their difficult life. Rayhan was a bright student. Despite handling all the household chores, he always stood first in his class. His father had one dream: to see his son wearing a white coat and healing people's pain. But one day destiny took a cruel turn. A heavy machine crushed both of his father's hands at the factory. After 5 long months in the hospital, he returned home, broken, silent, and hopeless. "My son," he said with trembling lips, "my dreams are over. I have no hands, no strength left." Rayhan held his father's injured arms and said, "Father, your dream is now my duty. I will make it come true, no matter what it takes." From that day on, Rayhan took charge of life himself. He studied in the mornings and after school went from door to door selling soap. Some people bought, others shut the door in his face one day, but he never lost his smile. One day, despite trying from morning till evening, he couldn't sell a single bar of soap. Tired, hungry, and heartbroken, he decided to knock on one last door. He thought to himself, "If they don't buy the soap, I'll at least ask for some food." The door opened, and a kind woman appeared, as if God himself had sent her. "Son, you look exhausted," she said gently. "Here, have these biscuits and some water." Rayhan thanked her and ate quietly. She asked, "Don't you go to school?" Rayhan replied softly, "Yes, ma'am, I finished high school, but today I couldn't sell even one soap bar. I don't think I can pay my college admission fee." The woman asked, "How much do you need?" Rayhan lowered his head and said, 500 rupees. She went inside, came back with the money and handed it to him. "Take this, son. Go and submit your form." Tears welled up in Rayhan's eyes. He touched her feet in gratitude, thanked her sincerely, and ran to the college office. Years passed. Through hard work, patience, and prayers, Rayhan became a well-known doctor. His father's happiness knew no bounds. Every day he proudly watched his son wear the same white coat he had once dreamed about. One day an old woman was brought to Rayhan's hospital. She was in a critical condition, struggling to breathe. A nurse said, "Sir, her treatment will cost a lot." "I don't think she can afford it," Rayhan gently replied. "Life is more precious than money. Admit her immediately." For 2 months, Rayhan personally looked after her day and night, until she fully recovered. When she was finally ready to go home, a nurse handed her an envelope and said, "This is your hospital bill, ma'am." The old woman looked worried. "I'm healthy now, but how will I ever pay this?" She slowly opened the envelope, and there was no bill inside. Instead, there was a handwritten note. "Your treatment was paid long ago, with the 500 rupees you once gave to a boy selling soap. That boy is now a doctor, and he is the one who saved your life. This treatment is a small gift from him, for your kindness that gave him a future." Tears rolled down her cheeks. Just then Rayhan entered the room, smiling warmly. "Yes, ma'am," he said softly, "I am that boy. That day you didn't just give me money, you gave me a new life. Today I finally got the chance to return your kindness." The woman wept quietly, not from sorrow but from the beauty of fate. And so, it was proven once again, kindness never goes to waste. A father's sacrifice, a son's determination, and a stranger's compassion. Together, they changed a life forever. Never underestimate the power of small acts of kindness. They may one day grow into the tree of someone's life.